It is tax time. Since the April 30th deadline falls on a Saturday this year, you'll have until Monday to file. While some people might be late from time to time, there are tens of thousands of Canadians who have not filed their taxes in years. Jonathan Garbutt is a Canadian tax lawyer, and he joins us now from Calgary. Good to have you with us, Jonathan.
Glad to be with you.
I'm still stuck at that number, tens of thousands of Canadians who haven't filed.
Well, for a lot of people, especially ordinary people who have T4s, regular ordinary income, they're not filing, but at the same time, all they're really doing is loaning the government their money and not getting much in the way of interest back. So for those people, it's really quite a shame. They should be filing and getting those refunds.
What about the people, though, who owe money? What are the repercussions after, what could be years and years of not filing?
Well, it really depends upon, what the situation is. If they catch you, that's one thing. If you decide to come in on your own and do a voluntary disclosure, that's completely different.
So explain. Voluntary disclosure means what?
Okay, so if you're not hearing footsteps, if you haven't received any audit letters, or there's nobody sniffing around from the CRA asking you questions, then you can basically come into the CRA and disclose your income for the previous 10 years, and you have to pay the taxes, but all that the consequences are taxes and interest, and they even give you a pretty good discount on the interest for the oldest 10 years. All of the penalties, all of the potential jail time, everything that could be potentially adverse, all that goes away if you come in of your own free will and pay the tax and interest owing.
Okay, you just threw in that word, well, two words, jail time, in there. How much jail time are we talking? I guess it depends on the amount you owe?
Well, no, it's tax evasion under the Income Tax Act is punishable by up to 5 years in jail per count, which means per year that you fail to file. However, they don't generally go after people and throw them in jail unless you go out of their way to make yourself a target.
Okay, so what if you miss the deadline that's coming up? What are your options?
Well, if the government owes you money and you're going to get a refund, then it's not really a big deal. You're just lending the government money. So file as soon as you can. It won't be an issue. If you do owe some money because perhaps you're on an installment plan or something like that, then there are penalties for being late. Sometimes they'll give you a pass if it's the first time, but often it's a 10% administrative penalty. If it's the second time, well, then you're looking at maybe 20% penalty on the tax. But often those penalties, particularly for particular documents you might have to file, have penalties that are per day. So the sooner you get in, the better. But generally speaking, for the vast majority of Canadians who are going to get a refund, you should get it in sooner rather than later because it's your money that the government's borrowing for free. But it's not going to be the end of the world for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan Garbutt, tax lawyer out of Calgary this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.